And there's the bell.
There is the bell.
There's the bell. Round one?
Round one. This is round one.
Round one.
Of maybe 3 rounds tonight? I don't know.
Tuesday night at the murder table?
Tuesday night at the murder table. So what do we have today, sir?
Today we have the proper 12.
No, it's actually the proper number 12.
I'm sorry. The proper number 12.
The proper number 12. And this is an Irish whiskey?
Irish whiskey?
This is, what's his name? Conor McGregor?
Conor McGregor. The mixed martial artist has endorsed and actively participated in producing this. So the proper number 12 is a concoction, a blend put together by a master distiller from Guinness. And they came out with their first go run, and it sold out 6-month supply in 10 days. And then they went and sent 25,000 cases back out, and that went in like another 10 days.
That's
whether
amazing.
he is incredibly popular, or this is just that good, or some combination of both.
I think it's both.
But they're pretty happy. And
But I would say that's a really nice problem to have.
so. Proper number 12 is in reference to McGregor's hometown in Dublin. He's a Dublin city boy, I guess, and just outside, and from Crumlin in the Dublin suburb, and that's where the number 12 is from. So the master distiller, formerly of Guinness, he put together 100 different blends that they selected from, and this is what they call the final blend. So it's a blended Irish whiskey, bottled at 40%. Doesn't really give an indication of where it's sourced.
Okay. And it's blended, so they don't at any point say they're distilling this. So
No.
they're buying stock from different distilleries.
At this point,
pulling it all together.
It's a blend.
So shall we go in?
I think we should go in.
All right, let's go in. Let's do a little pour. Put
shall
your glass
we
up there, sir. Put your glass up
And
there.
as fitting, we'll go back down the rabbit hole for our Tuesday.
That is a dark colored Irish whiskey,
That
isn't
is
it?
a nice
Usually
colored
it's
Irish
very
whiskey.
blonde.
You know what it looks a bit like?
No.
Would you say that's amber?
Oh. Okay, here's the question for you. In Gaelic, how do you say amber?
I don't know.
There's a test for you.
I'm going to guess you just say amber.
You say amber. All right, sir. Salud. Slan.
Cheers.
All right. So the color is remarkably dark. Okay, I know we always talk about amber, but this is definitely more like a honey.
You know, in their propaganda, they refer to this as liquid gold.
You know?
And I think they might be pretty close.
It might be.
Yeah,
Or it's almost like
gold.
a pale bronze, if you will.
Liquid gold.
With a little patina.
Pure liquid gold.
I like saying patina.
It's also a bit viscous for something that is only at 40%. I didn't think it'd look as thick on the glass.
Nose-wise, this is much more fragrant than the typical Irish.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're getting some of the usual notes.
Well, and by typical Irish, I mean, the Jameson, mostly Jameson, really. I mean, because Redbreast is not subtle. I mean, Redbreast is a fine kick in the head, which I love. And
Teelings is a little bit more of oomph as well. But for like a Jameson, you get a lot of heather, you get a lot of grass.
Yeah, I mean, they're very gentle. This one has a little bit more bite to it in the nose. There's a lot of vanilla.
A lot of vanilla, a lot of honey.
So maybe some light fruits, maybe almost like pears, dare I say?
You said.
I know, I just
And there's, you get a fair amount of vapor and a little bit of wood.
I like the nose, but again, it's not your typical Irish.
Yeah.
It's not even like a Powers, and a Powers is powerful.
Get maybe apricots?
Yes, maybe a dried apricot, vanilla.
Yeah.
Maybe a little, there's some subtle like spice, not cinnamon, not quite cinnamon. Cardamom?
You are a spice chest.
I'm a spicy guy.
I don't know.
I'm spicy.
I didn't know there was much beyond salt and pepper. So, sure.
It's a little thick. Oh, you went in. I went in.
I went in.
Sorry, folks. We went in and tasted. It's a little viscous.
A little thick, a little chewy. Sweet, I think, on the first notes. And then it gets a little bit of heat building up towards the end.
It's a little spicy.
But
I'm letting it roll around a little bit.
But not an overpowering spice. Mostly, maybe like a cinnamon and a pepper. But it's very good.
There's a lot of vanilla.
Very good.
I can't get over the viscosity of this thing, though.
I'd love to know how old
I'm
some
curious.
of the stock is that they're blending.
Now, truth be told,
this.
St. Paddy's Day came and went, and about all I had was a little bit of this with some meatballs. So that's a real Irish meal, meatballs.
Well, St. Patrick is supposed to be Italian
That's
also,
true.
so I guess it goes.
It might work. So I had a little bit of it, and I just kept thinking Teelings. because of the vanilla and all that. So because the Tealings, I think the original, I don't know how they are now, but the original when it came out was rum cast finish.
I believe so.
Right. So I kind of get a little bit of that.
I find it to be maybe a little bit too sweet for some people. Not for me. One of the reasons I like Irish whiskey so much is that usually is a fair amount of sweetness. Right. I could see that maybe people would find this to be a little less approachable because of the sweetness. There isn't like the sharpness. You're not getting a lot of depth to it. Maybe
you really get a lot of sweetness on the back end.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
But
there's a lot of like lingering residual.
Yeah, like
sugars.
candied sugars. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of orange, a little citrus.
Yeah. But it's I like it. But I mean this is kind of a wheelhouse for me. This is.
Yeah. What are they getting for a bottle? 30?
€35 in Ireland and up to $30 in the US.
Okay.
So yes.
What's Jameson going for these days?
Jameson goes for a little bit more.
Does it?
No, the base bottle of Jameson's probably about
in the 20s.
30. It's 25, 35, depending where you go. The bottle shop.
That's along those lines.
You get the Black Barrel, or you get one of this. The Caskmates. You're going to pay a little bit more, and I would put this on a par with one of those. Then I think this is probably. Finished a little differently than just a base Jameson.
This could very well be Jameson. We don't know. Well,
whatever it is. Very tasty.
I'd say it's pretty good. That's not bad. Comparable. Somewhere between a Tealings and a Jameson.
I think it's probably somewhere along there. Probably. I think you're probably going to get better flavors out of the other Jameson as opposed to the base one. The Black Barrel is very good.
I mean, this is not quite on Redbreast level.
No, not even a little bit. No. And the Redbreast is also aged for a particular period of time.
Right.
But it was good. Mm-hmm. And for a first go round, where they're rolling this out and just trying to meet demand, it's good.
So it's got a good Irish beat and you can dance to it? Will you do a jig?
I could put a kilt on.
Okay. All right, fair enough. All right, so we like it. I give it like a B minus.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's fair.
That's fair. I think so.
And if you're on a 1 to 100, somewhere like an 84, probably somewhere in there.
This round is over. Cheers, folks.